For years, people have wondered why I shoot Ask the Meadmaker back behind my bar over there rather than anywhere else in the Meadery, and the answer is quite simple. This is what the Meadery looks like on an average day that we're closed. We didn't pick an especially junky, things out of place, ribble-rabbly kind of day to shoot this cold open. This is the norm for the rest of the Meadery. Welcome to Ask the Meadmaker, where I, Ricky the Meadmaker, answer your questions about mead making, mead drinking, mead brewing, and really any question you're willing to send to me. This week I have a whole bunch of holiday presents for you, and the first question I want to answer I've gotten several times in the last month. What holidays do I celebrate? I celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, and by varying names, let's just call it the solstice. The holiday I do not celebrate? New Year's Eve. Because who puts a holiday while I'm sleeping? It's in the middle of the night. I'm sure by now most of you have watched my big announcement about Colchester's Mead Hall in the last episode. You've also probably read our blog post about it, but I want to clear some things up. First of all, Colchester's Mead Hall is going to be right here at the Meadery within this space. Number two, we don't know when it's going to be open, but we hope it's really soon, like end of next January soon, like 5 weeks from now soon. But the way you'll know when it's up and running and know about all the exciting things we're doing is to follow us and follow Colchester's Mead Hall on Facebook and online. Something that's been really exciting for me is that over the last 2 years that I've been taking questions here on Ask the Meadmaker, I've seen more and more questions about craft mead versus honey wine. Now, I know those definitions are a little contentious, but basically when I say craft mead, I mean a low in alcohol, fairly light, carbonated product versus honey wines, which are higher in alcohol, and still, though honey wines can certainly be handcrafted. That said, while I will continue to answer your questions here, and we have lots of exciting ones coming up, and I will continue to write articles for our blog, if you want to hear all about craft mead in person from Ask the Meadmaker's very own Ricky the Meadmaker, which is me, you can attend the American Homebrewers Annual Conference in Baltimore, Maryland, second week of June 2016. I will be speaking. Here's a cool thing. One of the Christmas presents I'm getting for myself is a tiny little fermenter for doing small batch things, like 100 to 150 gallons, which means I'm finally going to be able to use hyper-local ingredients, honeys and other things from less than 20 miles away from the Meadery, and all of the meads I make are going to be available only at Colchester's Mead Hall. Oh yeah, and if you can't always make it up to Colchester's Mead Hall, Grenfell Meadery is coming out with a whole bunch of new products that are going to be available in cans throughout the state of Vermont. Alright, the last present I'm going to give you before I send you away to rejoin me next week is this. We have sourced 3 different types of pickled herring to have at Colchester's Mead Hall. I could not be more excited. That's our last present this week. I just need to send it over to Ricky with our word of the week. Ricky? Thank you, Ricky. This week's term is Yuletide. Yuletide is the Germanic and Nordic period of feasting, what is now usually called Christmastide. The difference between Christmastide, which is ostensibly about Jesus, and Yuletide, which is about the Yule beings, better known as the Norse and Germanic gods, is that Yuletide lasted 2 months. Which explains why I try to drink at double the rate of everyone else during Christmas. Yuletide. It's our word of the week and the end of our show. Keep sending your questions. Have a great and safe new year. I'll see you in a few weeks. Cheers.